welcome to another series of I Go with Ego. I remain your wonderful host, Ego Kelly Kakite. Today we're having a special guest in the house, my friend and brother, Obi Damien. Obi is from Benin Republic in West Africa, but he schools in the US. Hi, Obi, how are you?
I am doing well, Ego. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. How is Mississippi today?
Oh, it's great. The weather feels amazing. I'm thankful to be alive and healthy. Just thankful for the good things happening within these times of uncertainties. Just overall, I'm just grateful, man. Grateful.
Thank you, Obi. That's good to hear. So I would love you to tell my audience about you, where you come from, your origin, something about your background. I would like to know more about you.
Absolutely. So like you've already said, I'm from Benin Republic in West Africa. I am the Benjamin in my family. I'm one of 5 children from my parents.
What was the biggest challenges you had adapting in a new country as big as America?
Oh, a lot. I had to adapt to so much. Personally, one of the biggest challenges I had to adapt to was the differences in culture. Being someone from Benin, and again, it was definitely tough. There was a lot of hoops I had to climb, especially financially. That was probably one of the biggest challenges I had to face just to make it to this country, and being able to stay back home and work and earn that money. My parents are Nigerians, so I have also that culture in me as well as living in Benin for pretty much all my life until I came to the United States. You have to be open-minded. You have to accept. You have to adapt. People are not always gonna people are not like you. That is one thing that is very hard for people to accept. Which is hard for me personally, is the fact that people are not always going to agree with what I say, but I have to be open-minded and accept. But like I said, it was definitely very difficult for me to adjust to. There's so many other things I had to adjust to, like the food, like the educational system. So one of the biggest things that I had to face coming from a different country was more especially the culture differences. Because again, there are certain things back in my country that I can say and be totally okay with, that I say here in America will be offending someone.
Thank you so much, Obi. Well, we'll have a short break now. When we'll come back, we'll hear about Obi's fight at the couple experience. We'll be right back. Welcome back from the short break. We still have our special guest in the house, Obi Damien. We'll be talking to Obi about his fight at the couple experience.
Oh my God. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest, blessings of my life coming to the United States, guys. I'm telling you, okay. Phi Theta Kappa changed my life. Just transformed my life. Took me places I never thought I would ever go, and also showed me things that I never believed I could do. And just to go into the story, first of all, when I came to the United States in 2015, I did my first semester, and then my second semester of college, I got an invitation from Phi Theta Kappa. And so if you don't know what Phi Theta Kappa is, it's an honor society of 2-year community college students, okay? And, it definitely has to do a lot with your grades. The invitation you get has to do with your grades, but ultimately they are there to invest, their best interest in you, to grow you personally. So when I joined, as for me joining more especially, I'm from a country, where the currency is different. So I didn't really have a lot of money to, invest and join, right? But I was willing to invest and join because of this reason. I'll tell you that in Benin, where I grew up, we're not really recognized for academics. Nobody is going to tell you, oh, good job, or, oh, you made, this good grade, or you have this good grade this semester. So here I am in the first semester, I'm receiving a letter from an honor society that don't even know who I am or where I come from, but they appreciate my hard work and the things that I was able to achieve for the first semester. So that meant a lot to me, and I was willing to invest and be a part of that association, and just realizing that people really cared about me, people that did not even know who I am, but they were willing to tell me, you know what, good job, and we want you to be a part of us. That meant the whole world to me. And so I joined Phi Theta Kappa. And then my advisors told me, you know what, Obi, we love your energy. Can you be our chapter president? I was so blessed to take on that opportunity, challenge myself. And I was very nervous because, again, here is this African No, I mean, I knew nobody in this college, and I'm gonna be leading people. I was thinking personally that I was gonna be the one sitting and someone talking, because again, I did not see myself doing something like that. But that definitely changed my perspective in life. It's not necessarily where you find yourself or who you think you can be. It's always, you gotta always challenge yourself. So here I am again. During my time of completing community college, my advisors approached me and told me, you know what, Obi, would you like to run for international office? Like, this is the highest position of Phi Theta Kappa. We think, you would have a great experience. And that was their statement. We think you would have a great experience. They didn't necessarily say, we think you can win. But, just the fact that they believed that this would be a great experience that could change my life, and they knew, okay, maybe you could do good if you are that person in the position. But that belief and that push, meant the whole world to me, because again, here is, my advisors seeing something a little bit more that I cannot even think that I could, be doing in my life. And when I took that opportunity, it was just a blessing in my life. Changed my life, gave me scholarships, because again, like I said, I didn't have the finance. Finance was a big deal for me. One of the biggest struggles I had to face when I was in community college, and going to school was probably just how to pay for school. And I got scholarships through Phi Theta Kappa, changed my life totally. I doubted myself. But I was like, okay, you know what? I have nothing to lose. That is one thing I want a lot of students to think about. Sometimes when opportunities present themselves, we are scared, we are afraid, because we don't want to. Destiny can be delayed, but not denied. And it was just a time for me to go out there and really share my story, because I truly believe that the world connects through our story. Like, everybody have a unique story, and that is how we connect. And I just wanted to go out there to just give somebody hope, because we live in a broken world, discomfort ourselves. We always want to be comfortable. We want to do things that are okay, things that I know that I can do, and that is your comfort zone. And when you are in your comfort zone, you can never see the other side. You always have to discomfort yourself. And that was what my advisors have been trying to do this entire time. So I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose, but I have so much to gain. At the end of the day, I'm going to make great friends, and I'm going to be one out of so many Phi Theta Kappans that's willing to push myself to just be a candidate. So I went ahead and I ran for the position, and there's someone, you're going to have that angel who's going to come into your life to just give you some challenges, which was my advisors. When I ran for the position, I was blessed, by, a group of students, who were there to support me. I'm like, you know what, voted for me, and here I am, the international office. I could not believe it. Like, I was in a place where they're calling my name, and I'm like, no, this is not true. This is just a lie. Like, this is not happening. But it was just a time to be grateful, a time to really realize that, you know what, you can really do anything. Like, you can really become whoever you want to become, as long as you're willing to go through the things, because it's not going to be easy. You are going to fail so many times, but as much as you keep on failing, you keep on growing. There is no success without failure. So it's always good to embrace the failure. It's always good to embrace the hard times, because we grow from those difficult moments. And and I needed that, and my advisors were there to push me, to do all that. But honestly, when I got into that position, it transformed my life. But ultimately, I'm just telling you my story of how Phi Theta Kappa changed my life. But to be very honest, the students in Phi Theta Kappa truly challenged and inspired me. I mean, every single day of my life, ever since I joined Phi Theta Kappa, on my social media, on my platform, my friends on campus, even where I am right now at Mississippi State, all this happened to me through Phi Theta Kappa. I have amazing friends, like Eagle that I'm talking to right now, also a Phi Theta Kappa. I mean, so like people that are solely invested to make a difference in the world. And I mean, there is just no other group of people that I would wish to be surrounded by. So I'm really thankful for the mindset, the mind changing, and just the opportunity to realize that, you can always think a little bit bigger. You can always think a little bit more about yourself. Yeah. Never limit who you can be. You can be bigger. You can be greater. There is just no limit, Continue to be curious, and that's how we make a difference, not just in our life, but in the people that come across us.
Thank you so much, Obi. That was a powerful one, I'll tell you. For everyone listening out there, Obi is an inspiration to us all in Fight the Kappa. He was one of the reasons why I decided to run for international president too. He's been a light to us, and we're always thankful for his kind words of advice, pushing us to get better, to grow, and to be the best. So thank you so much, Obi. Before I allow you go, okay? So tell us.
Yes.
What message do you have for any student that wants to come from Benin Republic or from Africa to study in America? What message do you have for them?
First of all, I want to say, do not forget your roots. That is one big thing. I mean, you're going to come to America, you're going to be amazed, okay? Coming to the United States, I was so amazed. Never been in this country as beautiful, as clean, as just amazing people. I mean, words would never explain. I mean, I don't know where you live right now in Benin, but me coming to the United States was probably one of the most life-changing experience for me. Like, I was just, I felt like I was in a different planet. It was just amazing looks, and when you are in situations like that, it can be very easy for you to truly forget where you come from, so just being able to just hold on to your roots, hold on to truly who you are, okay, and be honest and just embrace who you are, even as much as you probably want put yourself in certain positions to look good and all that, whatever it may be, but always remember your roots. That is why everybody's fighting for all this greatness, traveling overseas, whatever it is, and going to school overseas, at the end of the day, is to come back home and do something for the community and make a difference as well. And there are only greater things on the other side of our maximum fear. When we are so afraid, that is when there are greater things on the other side. We have to keep on pushing ourselves a little bit further to things that we can, and never stop being curious, because even when you get 1, 2, and you can go 3, and just keep on pushing yourself. And so if you ever have the chance and the opportunity to listen to this podcast, I deeply encourage you. If you come to the United States, do not forget your roots. Work very, very hard to get the grades. Join Phi Theta Kappa. Just be active and, just do something a little bit bigger, a little bit more, because the world, we need everybody. This world may be broken, but when we come together, we make a beautiful mosaic. We can change the world when we come together, when we are willing to make a difference, not just in our lives, but in the lives of others. We want people's lives to be changed. I mean, this is my big saying, okay, before I end. People will not remember you for the money you make, the wealth you make, the cars you have. Do not forget your goals and your dreams and why you want to come to the United States. Not the grades, not the certificates you own, but people will always remember you for the impact you made in their life. Never give up. Just keep on looking forward to making a difference in someone's life. And that is how you keep on living a legacy.
So those are powerful words, Obi. Thank you so much. It's always amazing to hear your words of wisdom. Now, before we let you go, finally, tell us about the video you do, the post you do on Facebook every Sunday.
The inspiration behind it came about after my international, when I got into international office in Phi Theta Kappa. I realized my passion in spreading my story, because that was one of my biggest goals while I was in office. And when I was done, I was like, this is not the end. Yes, the position has ended, but does not stop my goals and my aspiration to really share my story. So every Sunday I try to make topics, and sometimes these are topics that may be trending right now, or maybe something I just necessarily see that impact my life personally, and that has some type of story and something that has happened to me or a friend. Sometimes some of the things I talk about in my videos on Sundays, not necessarily it's all about me. It could be about someone out there, and but that's the unique thing about that, is the fact that we all go through similar situations, but just in different ways. But my goal behind the videos I make is to give hope. I feel like that is one thing we can always hold on to in times of pain, of difficulties, in times of big uncertainties like this. We always want to hold on to something, and that's hope. And my picture is to just keep on giving hope to people and keep on giving them that strength, to stand up and keep on moving. Because again, we do not want to be in a situation when we wake up in the morning and we don't have a reason why we are awake. I mean, that would be the most saddest thing, the saddest place to be. You always want to have a reason. Why am I awake this morning? And that reason gives you that strength to wake up, to go out there, chase that goal, and keep on chasing and keep on achieving and keep on changing lives. And that is one of my the big picture in my Sunday videos, is to give people hope and give them the strength and the opportunity to wake up knowing that there is something big they have to achieve.
Well, Obi, thank you so much for coming on live with me today. I know we can't wait to see where the future takes you to, and we look forward to having you back here on the podcast to continue to share your words of wisdom. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Ego.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too, man.
Thank you so much, Obi.